finding a profitable niche. Essentially what this means is if you decided to get involved with affiliate marketing, good for you, it's an exciting time. The first thing we need to do is find a market to sell in. So essentially, finding one, it's really not that hard. There are tons and tons and tons out there, but finding one that matches you, you want to make sure that you take the time to do that. A couple things to keep in mind. You want to ask yourself, is there money in this niche? I can personally tell you that there are things that I love that I have found there is not a lot of money in online, unfortunately. And that's just how it is. And then, of course, there are things that, I'm kind of interested in, but I've become more interested in because I recognize that there is a strong desire of people wanting things on the internet. What are some hot niches? Things where you're looking to treat something that people need the cure to. Of course, pets. Pets are very popular because people are very passionate about their pets. Weight loss, finance, just to give you a few ideas. But again, it's a lot wider than that. It's basically anything where people are willing to spend money to acquire something. There you go. People are going to be willing to buy something from you. You also want to ask yourself, is there enough interest in this niche? Maybe you find something that that you love, but the reality is there's not a lot of interest on the internet for that. And you can certainly go out there and market it and try to sell it. But the thing is, you want to make sure that there are people out there looking for what you're selling. You also want to ask yourself, can this niche be sold to? Let me give you an example. I wouldn't jump into an area that was of interest to elementary kids because the problem there is that they don't have credit cards. They might take mom and dad's credit cards, but it's another issue altogether. But essentially, it's kind of hard to sell to them because you have to go through the parents. So I tend to sell more things that are going to target adults. But that's just, of course, that's how I do it. But keep that in mind. Another thing is, let's say, for example, that there's a niche where people like to find things for free. I would not recommend getting involved in that niche because people that are looking for things for free, they're probably not going to want to spend any money to buy something from you. So keep that in mind. Do the people in this niche, are they willing to spend money to buy things, of course, to make their life better? I also want to end here with, do not be intimidated by the super hot niches. I know when I first started out, I had heard the talk on the internet that things like credit cards was really popular, but also very, very competitive, and I shied away from it at first. And I got to tell you, my belief in the subject, and of course, you can ask different people to give you different opinions, but I have found in my experience is that there's room in just about any niche. Even if something's competitive, there's room somewhere. You just got to find it. Now, you just starting out, however, I wouldn't suggest jumping right in with credit cards because yes, it is popular. But once you start going and you get better at this, don't let yourself be intimidated by the super hot niches because you might make a lot more money than you realize. So again, the sky is the limit here. Keep that in mind.